What's going on today, everybody? Hope you're having a good day. I know I am. We're back to working on these headlights. So I've come and I've done a little bit of work, not a whole lot, but we'll catch you up on speed. I've gone ahead and I've removed the the plastic cover for the actual STI to see kind of how that works. And I've gone ahead and just made a very rough cut of the MDX headlights to kind of get a good feel on what I need and what I can get away with. So this is just a real rough cut to get them close so I don't have a whole bunch of extra nonsense in my way. And then I've gone ahead and grabbed my actual bezel for the headlights for the MDX to kind of see how they're going to look in the STI headlights or the WRX headlights, whatever you're doing on these ones. So something that's really cool is I've gone ahead and removed the front plastic, and with that, the bezel actually hangs out inside of the lens. Now that's going to be cool for us. Hopefully it's going to be cool for us because then we can actually mold the bezel for the 5 lenses into this one and have them actually sit on the glass and not be attached to the actual bulb housing. So here we go. Here's kind of what's left of the Jeweleye right now. It sucks that this had already been broken because it would have been nice to have that, and I probably could have done something a little bit different with the mounting for that guy, but we can't and we don't, so we will adapt and overcome. But this is kind of what's left of the Jeweleye where I'm at. And then this is what's left of the STI headlight. So if we take this over to the car and we check this out, this is the driver's side. We can put this in and you can kind of get a sense on where things are and what you can and can't mess with. So this flat edge right here sits right off the metal. So that metal is going to be a problem for fitment. This is also the other piece of metal that's a problem for fitment, and you guys can't see it, of course. So this one back here is another problem for fitment. So this is actually where the controller box sits, and I wanted to keep this. It actually comes right here, so it would have been perfect, but I don't want to cut this up too bad because that's a structural piece of this fender, so we'll go ahead, we'll keep that, and we'll adapt the headlight to this piece right here. The other one is this front side. This front side has a metal piece right there. That metal piece is going to be kind of a problem. This one wouldn't be too bad to cut out, but I'm going to try to avoid as much cutting as possible. Got an AC line right here, and that's kind of all that's really in the way. You got your, what is that, washer fluid reservoir. That one's kind of in the way, but I mean, they're back far enough to where you got enough room. The driver's side, it all depends on your box. Or the passenger side, excuse me. It depends on the box. But this box now is sitting behind this bracket that's hitting on the driver's side. So we've still got this one and we've got this. So really, we only have this space to hit the Jeweleye to make it fit. So it's going to be tough, but it should be doable. So here you go. You kind of get the gist of how it's going to set in there. This side is too low. I can't quite hold it in the perfect position. And remember, I also have this side to work on because that's where the ballast is sitting. This side is sticking out a little bit too far, but nothing's set in stone right now. I just kind of got it setting up there to get you guys a visual on where we're at with things. I wish this was back a little bit further. It sticks out pretty hot and heavy, but if I clearance that housing, it will push this back and I'll be able to sink this whole system into the actual car a little bit better, because that's probably going to hit the lens. But you're probably not going to be able to see the backside there. You can kind of see the screws. You can't really see, but take my word for it. This housing, this guy is hitting on this guy. And it's really annoying because I wanted to keep this guy so bad because that's where this controller sits. So, with that, we can take these two pieces off. I need to massage this a little bit, and I need to massage this a little bit. So we'll go ahead. I've just been using an oscillating tool to cut. Works pretty good. I can get into lots of tight areas. Dremels work, angle grinders work, just kind of whatever we can get to get where we need to be. Well, there it is. Quick cut, and we've got the majority of this housing off. It sits like this on there. Now it's all nice and flush. It's ugly, but I don't care right now. I'm just getting it bulked in to where I can start working this headlight. Need to get things cut so we can start gluing, and then we can start finishing things, seeing where things need to come on and off, finish, whatever. So we just need it to fit right now. Right now we're getting it to fit. So we've gone ahead, done a couple things, put it all together, test it, see if it works, put it in there, take it all apart, see what doesn't work. Pretty fun process. So I'm not going to bore you guys with that whole process. I'll put it together real quick just to kind of show you guys what it's looking like so far and go from there, keep you updated with any major problems that we're facing. But if you're going to do this, I would start on the side that you have the least amount of room. So look at it, kind of judge which one has the least amount of room. So this one, mine was the driver's side. I have the least amount of room. I got a little more things in the way to kind of finesse things. And then I've got more on the passenger side, so I can cut and paste, essentially, of what I've done, and then see what worked, what didn't work, adapt, and then I have more room to kind of finesse things over there, to get them where I want to match the other side. So if I can get it to work on the side that's tight, I can get it to work on the side that has a little more play. That's my thought process, at least. So I'm going to put this together, show you guys real quick, and then get out of here. With this together, I've kind of got this point right here, and then that point right there on the other housing that seems to be working pretty good for where our alignments are. This is the flat side. Remember, in the middle where it's kind of going to have a problem. So I use the flat side of the housing right there, and then it's kind of fitting nicely with these two right behind this mounting bracket. So this would be the top, this is the bottom, but this mounting bracket kind of sits nice with the two pieces sitting right there. Here, I'll put this around for you. There's actually the bottom. The bottom's kind of going inside of the jewel eyes, and there's the tabs down there. Oh, that tab down there kind of sits nicely inside, and then the bracket sits kind of nice up top. So those are my three main points of contact, is this front corner and this top corner. Those ones are my contact points. The rest of it, the Jeweleye was too low and the STI one was too high. So I'd like to move this up as much as I can, but with this bracket here, I'm just not going to be able to. That's kind of as high as this side's gonna go if I set it right there, and that's assuming the lens will even pass by this, because it's sticking out a pretty good amount. We'll see, we'll play with it and go from there. Here's a quick look of how it's hopefully going to land in there. We're just a little bit off the bottom, kind of tucked nice and tight in the corner. We've got enough around the side right there if I want to put a side marker in, or if I'm doing a switchback style. Haven't decided. Wish this line wasn't here, but I can't choose that. Other than that, it looks pretty slick. It's got a little bit of an angle, so hopefully, oh yeah, I can't quite get it in there right, but hopefully it'll look pretty cool with that and get all these scratches out so they actually look nice. But hopefully it'll look pretty cool. Way cooler than the other side, the old ones. So we're gonna keep messing around with these ones, making sure that we've got something turning out right. And yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna keep finessing with the boring stuff that you guys probably don't want to see. Cut here, cut there. get it together, get it kind of glued together. Once I get it final set, I'll go over what actually is working, what I wish I would have done differently, and go from there. We'll just take it one step at a time, figure out what we got to do. I'd like to get this housing set together so then I can start figuring out wiring. Once I figure out wiring, then I'll start molding everything all together, fiberglass, and however else I can make it look pretty. Go through, fix all of our errors, and make a headlight out of it. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you want to see something else, let me know. Let me down in the comments. If you want to know how I'm doing something, maybe I'll do a Q&A after this and kind of get some questions, maybe answer some questions on how I'm kind of going about it. Some things that you might not see. So I'm going to get out of here. You enjoy your day. I'm going to enjoy mine. I'm going to struggle through working on this, the taking apart, putting together stuff. It's getting old, but I want it done right, so it's going to take a while to do it right. The little pieces here and there, you don't want to take off too much, because if you take off too much, it's not coming back. It's way easier to take off a little bit extra, put it together a couple times, then try to finesse it back together, glue pieces back together, then it just turns into a giant Frankenstein piece. And it's already a Frankenstein piece, so take your time, make sure it's done how I want it done, and go from there. Take it easy, everyone. Peace. Another tip, if you're going to go through the trouble of getting the headlight baked off, take off all the rubber butyl that you can when you do this, because right now it's getting really annoying ripping this stupid headlight apart every time I put it back together. So take the time to clean that out. Make your life a lot easier. Plus I got to take it off at the end anyway, so I got to go through and clean it.